Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca, and recently I stumbled onto an Instagram photo of Cardi B and Offset with baby number 2. And while I was so excited to see that she had a baby and they were happy and all that stuff, the problem that I have is not the fact that they got back together, not the fact that they had another baby, but the fact that her music and her presence in the media, she promotes to women to be promiscuous. She promotes women to be, to whop everywhere, and that she doesn't cook and clean, and that's how she gets a man. And she's promoting all of this toxic behavior to women. And women are sopping it up. You see girls at the club and at the bar basically shouting these anthems out, right? As like a shout for female empowerment. And she was praised for her performance at the VMAs or something like that, right? So she's promoting female empowerment. And on the flip side, Cardi B is not living up or not living to what she's saying in her songs or in the media, right? The audio doesn't match the visual. She's doing the complete opposite of what she promotes in the media. So I stumbled onto this Vogue article that she gave like the inside scoop of how they got back together and whatnot. So I'm going to read some excerpts out of this. And you will be surprised by what Cardi B says, okay? So for those of you who don't know, Cardi B announced her divorce with Offset, and then she rescinded that. They went through counseling and whatnot, but this is what she says. When me and my husband got into our issues, he cheated and everything, and I decided to stay with him and work together with him. A lot of people were so mad at me. A lot of women felt disappointed in me, Cardi says. Shocking, Cardi, because you are telling women to leave and to be this, promiscuous woman, and that they don't need a man, and that, you don't cook and clean, and that you can have a whop and you can be a hoe and all these other things. So of course women are going to take some issue with this because you stayed with your cheating husband. Okay, so let's continue. She said, but it's real life-ish. You know what that word is. If you love somebody, you stop being with them and you're depressed, and social media is telling you not to talk to this person because he cheated. You're not really happy on the inside until you have the conversation. Then if you get back with them, it's like, how could you? You let all of us down. Well, of course, Cardi, you let all the women down after you preached this one thing and then you did another thing. People that be in marriages for years, when they say till death do us part, her grammar is not that good. She goes, they not talking about little arguments like if you leave the fridge open. That's including everything. So it's interesting to me that Cardi B understands that marriage is hard and difficult and that it's till death do you part. Right? She understands that clearly by her words here in this Vogue article. But then on the flip side, she's making music that counteracts that. So do you see where the disconnect is? The audio doesn't match the visual. And this is what I have a problem with, because if she really lived out her lyrics, if she really lived out her message to women, she would have left him. She would have probably had another baby or gotten with another rapper or, NFL player or something like that. And she would have kept it going. She could have kept it moving. But no, she decided to work on her relationship. To me, working on the marriage is obviously the route to go, but it's shocking to me that a woman who preaches one thing doesn't practice what she preaches. She does the complete opposite, right? She's working on her marriage. She understands that marriage is hard. So that's the disconnect that I want women to understand. These people, these celebrities like Cardi B, like Beyonce. Remember, Beyonce wrote an entire diss album for Jay-Z after he cheated? Do you remember that? And they're still together. And I recently saw that Kylie Jenner is now pregnant with Travis Scott's baby, second child as well, and he cheated as well. So do you understand what I'm saying here? What they promote in the media and what they do behind closed doors are not the same thing. So why are women listening to this garbage? I also want to remind you that, remember that song WAP, right? You know the acronym for that. Well, Offset caught Cardi cleaning and makes fun of it, right? Because she says, I don't cook, I don't clean. So let's just watch that really quick.
You need to stop lying on your phone, man. She be lying. She clean. She got it clean.
I'm gonna punch you in your head.
Lying to you folk, talking about you don't clean.
Damn.
See, ladies, Cardi B does cook. She does clean. She is preaching one thing and doing the complete opposite. We need to see this for what it is. This right here, they're making billions of dollars off of these women who believe their lyrics, believe what they have to say, right? But on the other side, but on the flip side, they're not practicing what they preach. They're doing the complete opposite. So why are you buying into this garbage? This is what I want to shake women. I want to shake young girls and young women to say, this is not the truth. This is not what you should be doing. And listen, I do not condone cheating in relationships. I think it's disgusting. I don't wish that on anyone. And yes, cheating is one of those things that if you're going to divorce someone, that is something that you can divorce someone on, is cheating, right? But as I'm going to read here, Cardi does the complete opposite. So Cardi goes on to say, I believe in forgiveness. I prayed on it. Me and my husband, we prayed on it. We had priests come to us and we just came to an understanding like, bro, it's really us against the world. He has my back for everything and I have his back for everything. So when you cheat, you're betraying the person that has your back the most. Why would you do that? We had to come to a clear understanding. For me, monogamy is the only way. So again, guys, yes, cheating is terrible. Cheating is awful. But the fact is that I know so many couples that have gone through that have come out the other side and were stronger than ever. If you're a woman listening to what Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion or even Nicki Minaj, who, by the way, also just had another child, if you're listening to these types of lyrics or you're listening to this music and you are attracted and you spend money on this stuff, right? Stop. Because they do not care about you. They're going to make their money no matter what. Selling this garbage dumpster fire music to you, and you are still alone, or you're not even in a relationship because you're an independent woman and you don't care about men and men are trash and all of these other things. Well, all of these artists that make this music for the single ladies are married. So before you start spending more money on this type of music or media in general, you should really look at what these celebrities are doing. They do not practice what they preach. They are telling you the opposite to keep you spending more money, to have you perpetually be more single, and they're making money off of it. Ladies, wake up. These celebrities don't care about you. Their music doesn't care about you. Stop idolizing this type of behavior, because Cardi B even says it takes work. It takes it takes effort. Marriage and relationships are not easy. They're not easy. They're worth it at the end of the day. And it's an amazing thing to be married. And I highly recommend that. But if you are idolizing these types of celebrities, if you're idolizing and you look up to these types of influencers, then you really need to check your heart, because they do not care what they put out there. They're going to still make their money and you're still going to be miserable. So that is my message for today. I hope someone learned something from this, and I hope you took some little nuggets away from this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
Life is so many women have black holes inside. They have dealt with a lot of different guys, a lot of different negative, bad energies and horrible experiences in the past from all these bad boys and F-boys, that they will self-sabotage the situation that you guys have. Haven't you guys been there where everything is going great with a woman? You guys went on 4 or 5 dates, or you guys have hooked up, hang out, and the communication is going great, consistency, and all of a sudden she starts to bag away, or she starts to complain, or she starts to just throw temper tantrums and have different issues going on. And you're like, wait, what's going on? It's because she's not used to consistency. She's not used to a guy being there. So what'll happen is she'll scrap the whole situation that you guys have started, the whole relationship, and she'll just throw it away because she's not used to men treating her right. So you got to realize there's a lot of women out there who are not used to being treated well, right? There's not women out there who aren't used to guys having a good, positive life. So they'll get with you and they'll just try to mess everything up because they need that friction. They need that commotion. They need that sort of arguments. They need to be combative to feel some sort of energy, to feel alive, which leads me to the second woman. She said, I've been on so many different dates. I've been out with so many different guys, and all of them are perfect. All of them are good. They're nice, they're kind, but I just don't feel a spark. Crazy, isn't it? Haven't you heard that before? You went on a date with a woman and afterwards she's like, I had a great time. And you received that text message or maybe phone call. She says, I just don't feel a spark. I just don't feel anything. You're like, wait a minute. I thought everything was going great. You played your cards right and you had a few laughs and you saw her smiling. She was reciprocating the same energy. The body language was good from her part. And all of a sudden she hits you with the, I don't feel a connection. I don't feel a spark. And you're like, man, I done paid this money. I done did this. I thought we was having fun. What's going on? And you try to somehow figure out, and you think back in the date, the night prior, and you're like, I just don't get it. That's because so many women have been desensitized. They've been with so many different men. They've been with so many different guys that they cannot pair bond. They cannot fully connect with the guy on any sort of emotional level. So what they chase are emotional highs. They chase that sort of bad boy experience. They chase and they want that sort of static, that jump start, because so many women are literally like cars in the wintertime. They need that jump start so they can, oh, okay, I'm gonna deal with this guy. And believe it or not, this is what a lot of women chase. They chase the guy who's going to jumpstart them, who's going to make them feel alive and make them feel something. Because remember, women run on emotions. So if you're on a date with a girl and everything's going great and you guys are talking and vibing, in her mind, if she doesn't feel a quote unquote connection, even though you're the perfect guy, what's going to happen is she's going to say, I don't want to do this anymore. And she's going to say, it's over with. It's just no connection. I don't think we're the right one for each other, even though you're a great guy, just like that second female said. Even though you're a perfect good dude and you've done everything right, she'll still scrap the relationship, even though you paid your hard-earned money. Isn't that messed up? Which is gonna lead me to the third video of the female said, well, just because you paid some money, just because you paid $150 or however much money, doesn't mean that you have access to a woman's body. Doesn't mean a woman owes you sex. Guys, yes, that's true. But so many women, they know the game. They know that if you take a woman out on a date, you're gonna want something in return. No man on this planet wants to take any female out and not receive anything, not receive a kiss on the lips. I mean, some sort of physical contact. So this is why, guys, I tell you, make sure you keep the dates at a minimum. Make sure you're getting sex out of it before you pay any money, before you spend any money, because women are out here going out with these foodie calls. They're manipulating you. They're smiling. They're eating off your dime. They're going to different places. They're drinking off you. And then after they ran up the bill, now they're like, what do you mean? I don't owe you nothing. Yeah, it's their body, their choice, but it's your wallet, your choice as well. So guys, make sure you're getting a bang for your buck. Stop investing into these women financially and you're not getting anything. Just because you see a woman and she's cute and she's dressed up a certain way, and a lot of women will do that. They'll dress a certain way, look nice, bat their eyelashes, and then you'll pay for the date. And after that, they'll say, like the second female, you know, this, I don't feel anything. This is, there's no connection. I just, you know, we should see other people. And you're like, what you mean? I paid my money. Right, you did pay your money. So she suckered you. This is how women finesse guys, right? This is how they quote unquote secure the bag and give free dates and free meals. They hoard a lot of men up. They have dudes pay for them. And then they say, oh, this is not going to work out. I'm out of here. Or if you try to go for a kiss or, you know, go for a, you know, a little physical hug, what'll happen is they'll say, oh, no, you're a creep. Just like that third female said. You're a cretin, you're a creep, you're this, you're that. That's because she was never attracted to you in the first place. Guys, women expose their hand every single day. Notice the third female, she said, you're a creep. I don't owe you anything. You're a cretin, you're this, you're that. That's because she knows that, dude, I wasn't really into you physically, sexually in the first place. So why are you looking for something from me? I thought you were just taking me out to have a good time. I thought we was just, you know, going to eat and have some drinks and maybe go to a concert, comedy show. It was your fault that you spend money on me. So see you later. This is why I tell you guys, do not spend money on women until they have proven themselves that they're worthy for a date, a meal. Tell her, hey, let's meet for a coffee. Let's go to a coffee shop. Let's go for a walk in the park. Listen, the weather's great. Tell her, hey, better yet, come over to my house. How about we cook some dinner at my place? Have a bottle of wine, watch a couple movies. That will actually let you know if she's really interested in you. Because most women, if you tell them, no, I don't want to take you out over here. I don't want to buy you this. I don't want to buy you this drink. Or what'll happen is if they're not into you sexually, physically, they'll get mad. They'll get frustrated. They'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this. And they'll try to ghost you or make you feel guilty or manipulate you. Or if a woman is actually sexually into you, she'll be down to go wherever you want. She'll be ready to get physical on the first date. She'll ready to get sexual. She'll be all up on you because she knows that, oh, I like this guy. This is why, guys, you have to learn to properly vet women. Make sure that you're doing this because